Hi, everyone. I'm trying to get the screen set up here. All right. So I'm starting to do weekly live streams. And because it seems like it's fun. It's fun for me because I like to interact with people. But I still have my list of random questions. I didn't get to all of them last time. So I figured I would start by doing some random questions just to see what I pick up. These are things that I don't know a lot about, or I don't know that I feel that it's worth like a full reading. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ask some of these random questions. And happy Friday, by the way, and thanks for joining. Okay, so one of the questions that I did get in my comments on some of my other videos is, I don't believe I've answered this question before, but I'm going to ask it now. So this is about Britney Spears and Sam and their marriage. I don't, there's so much that can be said about that whole Britney Spears thing. I love Britney Spears, and I'm just really upset about what's happened to her. I know everyone else is too. But anyway, the question is that I did get in my comments is if Britney and Sam will get divorced, and if so, when? So I'm going to first ask if they're going to get divorced, and depending on what the answer is, I'll see if I can get a timing. So let's just ask if Britney and Sam will get divorced. I don't know if I'm picking that up. At least not right now, but let's see what the cards say. Yeah. I mean, eventually, I think there's a very strong possibility. Of course, everything I say in here is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So yes, I am getting a yes on the cards, that I do think that eventually, Sam and Britney may just get divorced. I have my divorce card here. I've got my two yes cards. It's not going to happen yet, though, because I'm sure this is referring to Britney. The whole situation is she's kind of trapped right now. So I don't think it's going to happen for a while. I am going to ask a timing on it, but right now, no, but I do think eventually, because again, these are my two yes cards, and this is divorce. So what's interesting is I'm also picking up that I don't know that when they do get divorced, I don't know if it's going to be out in the public right away. I think they're going to try to do something like a hush hush. I don't even know why they would want to keep that a secret. I don't know, but I'm getting that it's going to be kept secret at first. So, and it's probably for a while, it's going to be kept secret. So let's ask if Interestingly, I don't think that anyone in Britney's family even wanted Britney to get married in the first place. So they've never been happy about the relationship with Sam, but also the marriage with Sam, especially the marriage with Sam. So let's see if I can get some kind of a timing. See, it's murky because they're going to try to keep it secret. Show me when Sam and Britney will get divorced. Hmm. I think I'm going to say this, that right now, I don't think they're even thinking about getting divorced right now. I know I picked up in a previous video that I did on Britney that, and you may want to go back and watch it. I'll see if I can link the video that I did before after the live stream is posted. But I think that I said in a previous video that Britney doesn't really have strong feelings about Sam right now. So she's got some feelings, but what I'm getting is that her feelings have definitely changed from how they used to be. I think that Sam, and I know this is not a popular answer, but Sam has always felt to me, when I focus on Sam's energy, this is not a popular answer at all, but I've always felt that Sam did love Britney in his own way. I also felt that, yes, he does like to try, he does want to try to advance his own career. Yeah, I still get that too. I even feel that Sam's energy is a little bit less. So he still cares about Britney. I do still feel some love there from Sam. I know it's not a popular thing to get, but I feel like Britney is really not, her feelings are really starting to wane for Sam. There is still some care there, but it's not like it was before. It's just not like it was before. So I'm not surprised either, because right now, I mean, I did a video too on, I think it was in the same video where I did pick up that Britney's on a care plan, a private care plan, which is not good. That poor girl, what she's gone through. Anyway, I'm getting, as far as the timing goes, I'm kind of feeling like around August. It's not this August. I'm getting either next August of 2024 or 2025. It's not right away. I hope I'm wrong, because I would love to see them get divorced just for Britney's sake. But I do feel that there's already trouble in paradise. They're already not getting along. I don't even know if they're fighting a lot. I feel like Britney's kind of shut down a little bit. And part of that is because she is in this care plan, which I don't think she'll be in for, nothing like when she was in the conservatorship. I think she'll be out this year, maybe within 4 to 6 months. But anyway, so I'm getting around August, but I don't think it's this August. I think it's either August of 2024 or August of 2025. That's kind of what I'm getting about when, they'll get divorced. So yeah, I do think they're going to get divorced, just not yet. And even when they do get divorced, I feel that we're not going to hear about it right away. Like I just feel this secrecy around everything. You know, here's another thing about Britney. Another question that I got in comments on some of my other videos is, was Sam part of the conservatorship? So let's ask if Sam was somehow involved in the conservatorship. I mean, psychically and intuitively, I'm not really feeling that, but hi, Katie. Of course, you can ask a question. Yeah. I'm going to ask the cards, but intuitively, I'm not sure that I feel Sam was really part of it, other than I know he was her chef, but I'm going to ask if he played a bigger part. Well, how do I phrase this question? Let me think here. How do I phrase this question? I want to make sure I phrase the question the right way so that I'm getting an answer that I think we want to get. And see, I'm just not picking up that Sam was part of the conservatorship in the way that people are thinking. I'm not getting that, but I'm gonna ask, and I don't really know an accurate, or I don't want to say accurate, but I guess a good way to ask this question, because it's very subjective. So I'm just going to ask. I'm going to ask if Sam was part. I don't even know how to ask this question. Let's just see what comes up. No. See, no. Again, I know this is not going to be a popular answer. Listen, I am not here to try to defend Sam. I'm not trying to defend him, because I'm not trying to defend him. I want Britney to be happy and do what makes her happy. That's what I want. But I can only go by what I'm picking up intuitively and in the cards, and that's the only thing I can go by. So was he part of the conservatorship? Again, I didn't even know how to ask this question, because it's a very subjective question. I mean, it depends on who you ask, and I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the law. I don't know the whole conservatorship thing. So I don't even know what part that meant, what that means. I don't know. But anyway, I am getting similar to what I've gotten in the past. So Sam, again, this is not a popular answer. Sam tried to make things more balanced and happier for Britney. He tried to protect her. That's what I'm getting. So that's going back, way before they got married, probably, when they were first starting to think about dating or whatever. He tried to make things better. Don't shoot the messenger. That's what I get. I just get that. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that he was part of the conservatorship. So that's that answer. Okay, Katie. Will Jordan offer to have a serious relationship with me again in the future? So I'm assuming by that question, Katie, that you guys have broken up, and he's asked you maybe you've broken up in the past as well, and he's asked to get back together, and right now you're broken up and you're wondering if he's going to come back again. Okay. So let me take a look here. Hi, Beth. Okay, so Katie's question, will Jordan offer to have a serious relationship with me again in the future? Let's see. You know, so Katie, I know why you're having such strong feelings for Jordan because, you know, you two are soulmates. Now, let me clarify that soulmates are not only for significant love relationships. You can be a soulmate with a parent, a child, a best friend, a coworker, a sibling. I mean, you can be soulmates, and really, what a soulmate means is that the two souls lived. The two souls were together in a past life, or maybe multiple past lives, and they maybe didn't finish exactly what they wanted to complete with each other in that or those lives. So they decided together to come back into this life to try to see if they could complete whatever it was that they were trying to learn or whatever. So I do see that Jordan is a soulmate for you. And I do feel, yes, I do think he will try to come back and have a serious relationship. Well, so Katie says, are not marriage mates. Are you talking about you and Jordan? That could be true. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. But as to answer your question, yes, I do think that Jordan will try to come back and have a serious relationship. But it's a ways out. It's not right away. Let's see if I can focus on a timing for you. I'm hearing about 8 months from now. So in about 8 months, roughly, I think Jordan and you will start talking about possibly having a serious thing again. Here's what I'm not seeing. And I know you can't see the cards. I have something in my eye. Sorry about that. Here's what I'm not seeing in the cards. I am seeing that the two of you are soulmates, but I want you guys to understand. Just because you're a soulmate with somebody does not mean that it's going to always be a positive. A soulmate does not guarantee that the relationship is positive. It can be positive, but could also be very negative. So I'm not saying that this is necessarily negative with you and Jordan, but here's what I'm not seeing in my cards. I'm not seeing the madly in love. Oh my God, I can't live my life without this person. Every waking moment, I just can't stand to be like, I'm not seeing any of that. So I'm sorry if that's not what you were hoping to hear. So do I think that this will ultimately work, even if you guys were to talk about trying to get back together again? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not getting that. I kind of feel like, I don't know. I don't think he's the one. I'm sorry about that. That's probably not what you want to hear, but yeah, I just don't, I don't feel he's the one for you. So, sorry about that. But I think in about 8 months, you probably will talk about, so let's see. Beth says, how did Kevin truly feel about me? How did Kevin truly feel about me? You're putting that in past tense. So I'm assuming that means that you and Kevin are broken up right now. So I'm sorry that you guys are in the middle of breakups. That's not fun. But let's ask Beth, how did Kevin truly feel about me? Let's see. See, I'm picking up soulmate energies between you two as well. Let's see. How did Kevin truly feel? Okay, well, I mean, you asked the question, so I'm going to answer. How did Kevin truly feel about you, Beth? I feel remember, this is from his perspective. Okay. So this is, I'm picking up on the energy of how Kevin felt about you from his perspective. Okay. I do feel that he sometimes felt that you got a little emotional about some things. And I'm also getting that he felt that you were a little, I hate to say this, but like maybe from his point of view, sometimes a little controlling. So he does still think about you. So, I do. And again, I picked up that soulmate energy, right? So I do think that the two of you were soulmates, probably here to try to complete something that, whatever. But so how did he feel about you? I a little controlling and, a little emotional sometimes. That's really the biggest thing I'm picking up here. He didn't feel that the relationship was necessarily balanced, if that makes sense. So I'm sorry. That's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I can't make stuff up. I can only, give it the information that I get. Okay, so Katie also asked, this is going back to Katie and Jordan. So what will happen in between the 8 months before you guys talk? That's a good question. Let's ask that. I feel distance. I'm feeling distance between you guys. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing is I feel distance. I'm not saying that you won't talk or text or have a phone call once in a while. Here's what I am getting though. I'm getting to tell you to make sure that you keep any communication with him. Now, okay, this all depends on what is your ultimate goal. Do you ultimately want to get back together with Jordan? Then you're do the advice I'm going to tell you in a second. If you don't, then you can disregard what I'm saying. But if your goal is that you'd like to get back together, it says to your guides are basically saying to try to keep all forms of communication very positive. Yeah, thanks, Beth. I'm sorry. I just I mean, you asked, so that's I could only tell you what I got. But Katie, so I don't see a whole lot going on. Here's what I'm going to say though. I actually think that's good because I think the two of you need a break. I think you need some time away from each other. I think you guys need to, especially you, Katie, I'm seeing you need to heal. So I feel like this has been kind of a little bit of a rocky, well, more than rocky relationship, and it's really affected you. So I think it's good for you to take the time that you need to try to do some healing. The good thing is that the time apart, I think, helps you to heal some. But I think it also helps Jordan to regroup or heal and kind of reevaluate how he feels and his feelings. So I think the time apart is actually good. It's hard for you, I'm sure, but I actually think it's good. Um, so, you know, I don't see a whole lot except maybe a random every now and then conversation or maybe text message or something. Just keep it positive. Well, you know, if you don't care if you get back together, then don't, you don't have to keep it positive. But if that's what your goal is, then, you know, keep it positive. You know, try not to dwell on the stuff from the past. That's kind of what I'm hearing, because that's just opening old wounds, and that's really, really not going to get you anywhere. So, all right. So let me get back to my Beth. You says he's no longer with us, so these burning questions cannot be answered by him anymore. What do you mean by that? Do you mean that Kevin has passed away, or has he just moved on? Give me a little details about that. Okay. So let me, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go back to my list because I didn't get to everything on this list from last week. So I'm just going to answer a couple more random things here. In one of my videos, I did about the Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber shenanigans. I don't know. My daughter asked me to kind of do a video. So if you want to go watch that, I recommend going, to my videos and you can watch that. But anyway, I'm going to ask, someone asked, so in that video, I picked up allegedly for entertainment purposes only that I did feel that Hailey Bieber is pregnant, and was at the time I asked the question. And then I asked I didn't ask it. I was just given this information that I feel and I felt, and I still feel that it may not be Justin's baby. So I had a question in the comments that asked, will Justin Bieber find out that it's not his baby? That is a rough question. Now, in that video, I also felt that there was a great possibility that, unfortunately, I'm not sure that the pregnancy would continue with Hailey. So, whether it's miscarriage or something, I don't know. That's very sad. You don't want to hear that or have that happen to somebody. That's very sad. So I'm kind of feeling like, no, but I'm going to ask the cards just to verify that. But just because I still feel that I don't know that the pregnancy is going to go to term. So let's see here. Will Justin find out? I don't think so, but let's see what the cards say. What it says is that he suspects, but he's not going to definitively find out, which is kind of what I was intuitively picking up, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. He suspects, but I don't think that I don't think he's going to find out. And I think it's because I don't know that the pregnancy is going to continue, allegedly. So that's the answer to that question. Will Justin find out it's not his baby? No. I mean, I get a flat out no. No. So I do get that he suspects it though, but I don't think he's going to find that out. All right, so this is another one that I kind of started to talk about on last week's live stream, and then I got sidetracked. And I didn't even know who these people were. And then somebody in the chat told me who he is, and I just didn't know. But one of the things that I was asked was Henry Cavill. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, so I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Henry Cavill. I'm not really sure. Anyway, the question was, and I guess his current girlfriend is Natalie Viscuso. Again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering everyone's names. Anyway, if Henry and Natalie are happy, will they get married and will they break up? Okay, well, let's first ask if they're happy. And someone did tell me that Henry Cavill, gosh, I feel bad. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't even know who it is. Like I said, until someone told me in the chat. I guess he played Superman, and then my daughter told me he was also in The Witcher. So then I knew who he was, because I don't really watch the Superman movies, but I did watch The Witcher, and so I knew exactly who he was. Okay, so let's just ask if Henry and Natalie are happy. I get an interesting energy around the two of them. It's yeah, I mean, are they happy? Kind of, sometimes. Sometimes. I don't know that it's the best relationship. I don't know that it's the worst relationship. You know what the energy kind of feels to me is like, like it's just there. I don't know. I think sometimes they have a lot of fun with each other, but what I'm not seeing is that, like I mentioned a minute ago, that mad, passionate, oh my God, I am madly in love with this person. I can't live without them. I'm not getting that energy at all. And even before I put the cards down, I was kind of getting like a energy, like, it's okay. So I don't know. I guess they're sort of happy. They're not, it's just like, I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of, and I don't know that they're going to get married. I actually feel they may end up breaking up. I don't think that's going to be for a while though, because I still feel some time has to go by. But I do think they argue quite a bit. I don't think they're like awful, horrendous, like out of control fights. I think they argue. And I can feel them getting snippy with each other. I feel them getting snippy. It looks like they're both really, well, I don't know what Natalie even does for a living, but I know Henry's an actor, and I see him really focused on his career, and I think he's got a new project coming up. So I don't know. I'm not really sold on this relationship. I think eventually they'll break up. I don't even know that either one of them are really that invested in this relationship anyway. So will they get married? I don't think so. And will they break up? Yeah, I think eventually, but probably not for another year and a half or so. They probably will still be together for a little bit. I'm sorry, Beth. Beth says he passed. I'm sorry for your loss. Let me see if I can tap into Kevin. So I haven't, I'm tapping into an energy right now that is, I'm pretty sure it's Kevin. Um, and I'm getting kind of a sad energy. So it's a little bit of a sad energy. I'm trying to ask where the sadness is stemming from. And in my experience, gosh, I've been doing this for like almost 40 years. So in my experience, when a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times when someone passes on, their spirit will hang on to some of the feelings or emotions that they had when they were human, and I don't know why, but they just hang on to them, and it's really not necessary for them to hang on to them anymore. So I'm trying to ask, I'm trying to see if I can find out where the sadness is coming from. Well, Kevin does say that he does regret some of the actions that he took and some of the things that he said, especially in the last, I'm hearing, year and a half, I think, before he passed. So I don't know. Hmm. He feels that he didn't. Oh, how do I say this? He feels that he didn't always act in the best way that he could. Let me say it like that. I don't know. He does have regret for some things that he said and the way that he acted, especially in the last year and a half before he passed. Um, so I think it is towards you, Beth. Hmm. I mean, I'm getting an immense feeling of regret, remorse, um, a feeling of I'm sorry, and being kind of upset with himself for how he acted. And he is tearing up a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm asking God, and I'm asking his guides, because we still have guides over on the other side too. We have spirit guides here, but we also have guides there, and God and angels and all kinds of beings that kind of watch out for us and try to guide us and protect us. So I'm asking them to come in and help him to heal, because I just feel really sad and remorse. So I'm just asking them to come in and try to help him heal, and also educate him that he doesn't need to feel this way anymore. Um, he's showing me a bunch of different types of white flowers. There's white roses, there's white daisies. There's some other little tiny white flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers they are. I don't know what the significance of the white flowers. Did he have a lot of white flowers at his service? He's showing me a lot of different types of white flowers. Hmm. I think you guys have kids. Is that correct? Because that's the feeling I'm getting from the energy. And he's definitely kind of watching out for you guys, you and your kids. So I hope that was helpful. Um, I don't know that he acted the best that he could before he left, but he's definitely regretful of that now. So I hope that that helps, Beth. That's sad. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, let me, I'm going to try to see if I can go through my list here and see if there's any other. Yeah, the rest of the stuff on my list is kind of, I think I would need to do like a full reading. It's a little bit more than just asking a quick question. So I'm probably going to be signing off soon. Katie or Beth, did you guys have any other questions before we sign off? You're welcome. You're welcome, Beth. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Yeah, the rest of these, like I've got Meghan Markle and Harry, and I mean, I could probably do like an hour reading on them. I am also going to be working on today. I did a video. Gosh, when was it? I did a video on Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. I'm sure everyone's heard about that case. So when did I do this video? I did it. When did I do? I don't know. I don't know when I did it. I did it a while ago. Oh, I did. Okay, here it is. I did it in August of 2021. So I'm going to go ahead and I had pulled the video down just because I had some information, incorrect in there. So I may just go ahead and repost that, but I'm going to pull out the inaccurate parts. It was like how everyone was related to everyone. I had a couple things inaccurate. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those things out, and I may repost it just with the pertinent parts about, are they going to be found guilty and all of that. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm probably going to end up I've been really drawn to do a video on Letitia Stauch. I'm not sure how to pronounce that either. What a dark energy from her. I mean, I get some really dark energy from Lori and Chad Daybell, but I really get some messed up energy from Letitia Stauch. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I think I may do a video on that too. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next Friday. I'm going to try to do these live streams weekly. So, in the meantime, let me know in the chat if you guys, or reach out to me, in another video or whatever, and give me some suggestions on some things that you'd like me to ask about, do a reading on, or cover on a video. I'm happy to do that. But other than that, have a great weekend, everyone. And I will see you next Friday. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing. So have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.